the most important jobs this department is now engaged in. I speak of the school parent associations of this country, which can be invaluable in stamping out this scourge. Their help, their eternal vigilance, could be the deciding factor in our fight against it. The weed marijuana is grown in every state in the Union. Recently, in the city of Brooklyn, New York, a field of marijuana was found behind a tenement court. The weed was here being cultivated, regularly stripped and dried and sold in schools and at government army posts in and around New York. The dried leaves and berries are ground up and made into cigarettes by a simple hand machine. The deadly narcotic is thus quickly and easily prepared for its market. The sale of marijuana is even more difficult to detect and halt than the traffic in drugs such as opium, morphine, and heroin. They are hidden in fake jewelry cases, in the heels of shoes, women's shoes especially, because the drugs can be secreted in false heels. Hollow shaving brushes are another medium. Folks with false centers are often used. Watch cases are convenient hiding places. The value of drugs thus seized is enormous. Recently, a huge supply of heroin was taken. It was concealed in an apparently harmless shipment of 35 barrels of olive oil. The deadly drug was burned in the incinerator of the Bureau of Engraving and Printing. And more vicious, more deadly, even than these soul-destroying drugs, is the menace of marijuana. No doubt many of you do not believe that these things do happen, but they cannot happen to you. You may also believe that the facts have been exaggerated. Let me tell you of something that happened right here in our own city. You probably read about it in the paper. However, I'll give you the real facts behind the case. There was an apartment near one of our high schools. It was run by a woman known as May Coleman. Hey, come on, May, get up.
What time is it?
Time to get up and give this place a door over. Looks like the Marines had landed.
Oh, that bunch last night was high enough to take over the Marines and the Navy.
You better get on the job. Some of the kids may be up this afternoon.
Yeah, if we can get along without dragging those young kids up here.
Oh, why don't you button up your lip? You're always squawking about something. Get more static from the radio. Oh, greetings.
Well, hello, Paul. How are you?
Fine, how are you? Come here. Come here.
Yeah.
Well, please.
Is her name?
You go right in. Just sit down and make yourself comfortable.
Hey, what kind of a joint is this, Eddie?
Oh, it's all right, Glenn. You thought we had a party last night.
Oh.
A couple of your customers, May.
Yeah? Well, old enough to know what they're doing. Not like those young kids you bring up here.
All right, all right. Listen, I'm gonna blow.
Where are you going?
I gotta make some deliveries, and I'll probably drop by Joe's place and bring back a couple of by the way, Ralph, I started getting a little party Saturday afternoon over at my grandmother's. You know, the place for the swimming pool? Like to come? Thanks, Eddie. Maybe I will. I'd sure like to have you. Okay, I'll probably drop over. So long, Ralph. See you later. Hey, Ralph. Hi, yeah? Fine, Jack, and you? Oh, great. Where you headed? Oh. Hey, how do you like that? That's the one I was telling you about. Very nice. I don't know why you want to make such a fuss over that Ralph Wally. Oh, he's a swell swimmer. He made the first team next year he went to college. Yeah, and that left him out. My dad knows his family. None of them any good. Father and mother just got his horse in Paris. Yeah? You know, Ralph runs around pretty much on his own. He's been in a couple of jams. Well, I only try to say hello to him. I don't go around with him. Well, you better not. He's a little too old for it. That's what my dad said. Oh, Ernst. How are you, Bill? How are you, Ralph?
Oh, hello, Ralph. You know our brother Jimmy, don't you?
How are you? Well, I'd like you to meet a friend of mine, Jack Perry. Perry, Bill. I know.
How do you do?
Glad to know you. We're going over to Joe's place. Why don't you come along? We have a date to play instead of double. Oh, you can play anytime. Come on, we'll have some laughs.
Oh, we can today, Ralph. Some other time.
Can I go along with you? Sure. Hey, I'll see you there, Sid.
Don't be late, Jimmy. Jimmy, you're wonderful.
You just finding that out? Why can't we go now?
Yeah. Hey, kid, we're having a little party up at my girlfriend's apartment. Wouldn't you like to come? Oh, I'd love to. You want to come, don't you, Jimmy?
Oh, sure. And I agree with you.
Well, come on. We can all go in my car.
See you later, y'all.
Don't say anything about life. Did you bring me chili vehicles? I believe we've all come from humble beginnings. Nobody's born with 49 titles, a 35-match winning streak, or a world #1 ranking. 120-mile-per-hour serve will never just come to you. But there is one thing we all can have: energy, and lots of it. And when we channel that energy in the same direction, it becomes a movement.
want you to help me, Bill.
Well, I'll try anything except domestic science.
Why, Bill, don't you want to learn something about running your own home?
The answer is no. You know, after that session we had yesterday, I went home and told Mother that the trouble with her pot roast gravy was she hadn't had 3 heaping teaspoonfuls of olive oil.
What did she say?
She didn't say anything. She just threw me out of the kitchen.
Oh, I don't wonder. Hello, children. Hello, Mother.
Hello, Mrs. Lane.
That was sweet of you, Mother.
Gosh, hot chocolate. Thanks, Mrs. Lane.
I know you can't study on empty stomachs. Now then, enjoy yourself. He will.
She will too, Mrs. Lane. Now on.
Oh, thank you, kind sir. You're so very, very kind.
Now, before we do that math, how about reading some of this? It's swell.
Romeo and Juliet.
Don't you like it?
Uh-huh.
You know, when I studied it, I kind of think of you. I just sort of feel as though you were there beside me. Well, listen. It is my soul that calls upon thy name. How silver sweet found lovers come by night. Like softest music to attending ears.
Romeo,
My dear,
what o'clock tomorrow shall I sing to thee?
by the hour of 9.
I will not fail. 'Tis 20 years till then.
Well, I'll see you tonight, Mary. Bye, Mrs. Lang.
Goodbye. Bye, Bill.
So long. Gotcha. Oh, I can do all right. Well, bye. Bye.
Hey, Daddy!
Oh, I will. Hey.
Hey, Dad, you got anything for me?
Well, we do.
Don't bother your father every night. Have you?
There you are.
What's making you late, Bill? I was getting worried.
Well, I had to study, Ma.
He was not. I saw him out walking with his girl. Bill, cut it out. Cut it out.
Come on, make him cut it out.
Junior. Well, Bill has got a girl. Why? And put that family away till after dinner. And you shouldn't have given it to him. Well, he has got a girlfriend and her name is Mary.
I'll shut you up.
Bill, Junior, put that Charlie off. Junior.
Oh, that's all right there, John.
Mary's little man, Mary's little man. I didn't mean to be honest, I didn't.
Oh, well, what I brought up about it is just didn't say Bill had a swell girl.
Gee, it must be love. She'd have to be slow for you to like her.
Uh-huh. Sounds like you want something. Come on, what is it?
Well, it's my model airplane. It won't work. Gosh, Bill, you can fix it. You can fix anything.
Okay, I'll fix it.
That's easy for you, will you?
Yeah, here we are. Jimmy? I told me to wait until she had to go home because Mother wanted to go to the dressmaker with her. Oh, thanks, Jimmy. Must be getting grown up. He married us to have the car. Yeah. But they get a place? Well, I wasn't going any place in particular. Well, then, how about driving over to the Hills place with me? I'll buy you soda. I never drink that stuff. Well, gee, I'll buy you something else. Okay. You're on the hook for one root beer. Well. Hi, Bill. Hi, Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy.
Hello, Jimmy. Hello, Bill. Come on, come in.
Hello, man. Oh, well. Sorry about that. You even rough over there. But you know it's no more than one root beer. How's Meg?
She's fine. They're going up to a problem a little later. I'm going along with them.
Welcome. Another one. Bill, you get a kick out of it. Thank you. Thanks.
Oh, come on, Bill. You won't be jealous.
Well, sure. I know the kids will be there at 10. Oh, I don't know. I really shouldn't have. Well, okay.
How you doing? There's a new one in the bay.
Yeah, Bill Hawkins. He's all right. Mine's been under some about a year for.
Not bad. I didn't think I had that much taste.
She knows what she's doing. She's got Ralph nuts about her, and now she's got to hook up from this new kid.
Hey, we haven't got any more smoke. You better run over and get some.
Why couldn't you find that out when I was here this morning? I've got my car in the shop.
Well, what of it? There's a kid out there, Jimmy. He's got a car. He'll take you. Come on, get going.
Hey, Jimmy. Yeah? I'm going to run over to Cedar Avenue. You got a car, haven't you? Well, yeah, that's it. Mind giving you a minute? Why, sure, I can. Okay.
No, thank you. Well, here we are. All day.
Oh, man, you're going to take it with you.
I never forget you. Oh, dear. If you want a good smoke, have one of these. I thought you were scared. Well, you're afraid. Yes, dear, that's more like it. I know you like it. I really will. Just take a puff of it.
Just a minute, kid.
Hey, Jack, give me a cigarette before you go, will you?
Hello, Jack. Hi, boss. How's business? Getting better every day. So kids sure go for it. Wow. And run over for a couple more cars. Ran short today.
All right. Johnny? That's $10, Jack Ferris.
Who?
Pete Daly. All right, send it in. Sorry, there you are.
Over the talk to you.
All right, go ahead. Jack goes there. What's the beef?
Listen, you never heard no beef when I had to sell that rotten gin.
The rest of the dough, hasn't it?
You know what I don't need doing that bad. Taking two-bit pieces from kids.
There are millions of two-bit pieces just begging to be taken. Don't be a dope.
I'm just dumb enough to draw the line selling up to kids.
All right, Pete. You know what my policy has always been. The boys are not satisfied. I'm always glad to have them retire. Retire permanently. Go on.
I only wish you had a couple of kids so I could. Yeah!
All right, Jack, pick up your stuff from the attic. I'll be ready by now.
Okay, boss.
Let's go, Jack. I'm red hot.
Better be careful how you drive it. The first thing you know, you'll be ice cold. Take it easy,
hasn't been around lately. Anything wrong between you two? Why should there be anything wrong? There shouldn't be, I'm sure. And whatever it isn't serious, I know. I'm sorry, Mother, for snapping at you like that. Don't worry about it, dear. Why don't you speak frank to the Bill? He'll be honest whatever the trouble is. I'm sure Bill Harper never lied about anything. Yes, that's right. Bill's mother says he never lied. There, you see? You think it'd be all right if I speak to him about it? Why, of course. Oh, excuse me. Sit down, darling, and I'll have your breakfast for you in a moment.
What have I got to worry about?
Why don't you tell me?
Oh, for Pete's sake, don't start to cross-examine me. Well, I'm all right.
Jimmy! Don't let Mother think you like that.
I just don't understand why the doors unlocked. Am I allowed to leave, or do I have a special timing?
There is no doubt that there is an organized gang distributing the narcotics to students, not only in my school, but all over the city. You government men have got to find some way to put an end to it. Of course, I agree with you, Dr. Carroll. But do you realize that marijuana is not like other forms of dope? You see, it grows wild in almost every state of the Union. Therefore, there is practically no interstate commerce in the drug. As a result, the government's hands are tied. And frankly, the only sure cure is a widespread campaign in education. Oh, it's all right to talk about education, Mr. Wyatt. But we educators can't do anything until the public is sufficiently aroused. Let me show you something. In 1930, the records on marijuana in the Washington office of the Narcotics Division scarcely filled a small folder like this. Today, they fill cabinets. All these devoted to marijuana records. Here is an example. A 16-year-old lad apprehended in the act of staging a holdup. 16 years old and a marijuana addict. Here is the most tragic case. Yes, I remember. Just a young boy. Under the influence of the drug, he killed his entire family with an axe. Then there is the most vicious type of case. Here, in Michigan, a young girl, 17 years old, a reefer smoker, taken in a raid in the company with 5 young men. Here is a particularly flagrant. Yes, I remember the newspapers made quite a play of it. In West Virginia, wasn't it? Yes. And there are hundreds of them coming up, new ones every day. I'd like to take these records, if I may. I feel they would be of invaluable assistance to me in combating evil in my school. You're very welcome, Dr. Carroll. Thank you. Sit down, Bill. There seems to be something wrong. What is it? You were always a fine student. You always get excellent grades. Well, I guess the work is getting a little harder, Dr. Carroll. No, it isn't that. Bill, I'd like to help you. But of course I can't unless you let me. You're undermining my health. Well, there's nothing, Dr. Carroll, really there isn't. I'll study harder, honest. Honest. If you were being honest with me and honest with yourself, I'm afraid you'd tell me an entirely different story. Bill, I'm going to ask you a straightforward question. And I'd like to have a straightforward answer. Yes. Isn't it true that you have, perhaps unwillingly, acquired a certain harmful habit through association with certain undesirable people? Well, no, sir, I haven't, Dr. Carroll. Well, that is, you see, I'm worried about something at home. All right, my boy? We'll just have to let it go at that. But remember, if you ever want to confide in me, no one will ever be the wiser. Thank you, Dr. Carroll. Hello, Mary. You know what it's back?
Thanks, Kitty, but I'm waiting for someone.
Well, if you're waiting for Bill, he hasn't been here for weeks. Didn't take that new kid long to catch on.
Don't take any of them long. Hey, don't you ever get sad?
You're feeding me, can't you see? Hey, that's a fork.
Get it yourself.
You want your music on?
Morning, Miss. We're from the police department.
Good morning.
We're tracing a hit-and-run driver. Someone caught the license number at the place of the accident, but didn't get it quite right. So we're checking all numbers like it. Yours is one of them.
Well, I'll try to help you.
Do you remember what you did on the 29th of last month?
Oh, that was the day before Mother's birthday. Oh, yes, I remember that because I left school and went directly to the dressmaker's with Mother. I was there all afternoon.
Did you happen to loan your car to a couple of men?
No, I had to call all afternoon myself.
Well, thanks, Miss. Sorry to have troubled you.
Tell me, was the person killed?
Fortunately, he wasn't, but that's still no excuse for hit-and-run driving.
Has Jimmy Lane been here today?
He was in. He went over to May's place. You know where that is.
Well, he was going to wait for me here, so he didn't give me May's address. Are you sure Jimmy didn't leave any message for me? Mary?
No, he didn't. But I guess you're okay. I'll write it down for you. Come right in.
Is Jimmy here?
He's around somewhere. I think he went out to take Agnes home. Will you be right back? Come in, sit down, Mary. And let me take your coat.
Who's the new kid that's
Oh, it's that gal Ralph going overboard. Funny, you've never been able to get out here before. Hey, scrambling it.
Okay?
Thanks. Are you sure Jimmy will be back soon?
Sure, any minute.
Hey, what's the matter, Arthur?
Where do you put it? You got a hollow leg?
Thank you.
How you feel, Mary?
Oh, Mary, give me a
No!
Mary. Mary.
Take you for a little drive. Yeah. I'm waiting. Okay. No, just you can walk. If you want to go for another walk, go ahead, and then I'll be taking you for a little drive.
Oh, okay. That might be kind of nice.
Yeah, just go for a walk. Are you awake?
Me?
Yeah. Are you watching this?
Yeah, what is it?
Reefer Madness. Okay, I'm stopping being live now. Thanks for whoever watched. Bye.